Alright, folks. It appears to be working now. I was having trouble. For some reason, I couldn't get it to load on the YouTube. Oh, sorry, everybody. I haven't been around in a while doing any live streams or anything. I don't know, just haven't. I haven't felt like crocheting on that poncho. I've been I don't know, doing a lot with the garden, getting it ready and everything. Having some troubles with the little seedlings. Now the seeds that Adam had already were kind of old, and some of them sprouted. A lot of them didn't, but some of them sprouted. But a couple of them have already fallen over and died. And I've had this happen before when using old seeds that I found laying around that weren't really stored all that well. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on them and let them hopefully bring them out of their little funk. But yeah, I was thinking of I got to get my passport and a few other things. Doesn't it say? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I'm just kind of looking through. Yeah, I was gonna show on earlier this morning, but Nathan was already live. There was supposed to be a debate between Jazza and Musicians for Truth. That never took place. Conda never showed up. But I don't know. I had a buddy send me a text saying that he missed the Crocheters Corner, so I decided I was gonna do one. Probably not gonna be very long. The debates are starting up again here in a little bit. I rather enjoy them. I'm gonna start taping off more and more of the house. We started painting a little bit yesterday. Got the well, had everything set up. Had a nice big chunk of it taped off and everything, and went to go start up the spray. We have a paint sprayer, brand new, just out of the box. Couldn't prime it. Wouldn't prime at all. Took it back, went and got another one. Did all that jazz and all that stuff, and then we got some of it painted. It doesn't look too bad. It's a pretty color blue. But it's going to fly. With those paint sprayers, it's so easy. But the weather down here in Florida is amazing, folks. 80 degrees today. February 8th, actually. February 9th, tomorrow will be 7 years for me not having or having quit smoking. I had 2 cigarettes this fall out in the desert. I'm a little intoxicated. Happens. But it was just one here, one there. Hey Ryan, how we doing, friend? Oh, I'm doing very well. I know it's been a minute since I've been on. Been working a lot on my truck and getting it taken care of and solid, and yeah, she's happy. She's quite happy now. Had some suspension problems in the back end, but no, she's doing so much better. Um, really just been enjoying the winter down here in Florida. This may be the only, well, no, because once I retire, I'll probably be coming here to Florida or somewhere down south, at least this far, if not further, um, every winter. Oh, yes. Machines absolutely have feelings. I actually, hey, under this, I was going to get a different vehicle to start my walkabout when I had left back in August. And I had told my truck a long time ago, I made a deal with her a long time ago that I would drive her until she died on me. Um, and I had a vehicle all lined up and everything, and something inside me said, you know what, you can't do that to her. She's been a very good truck and this and that, and she's a great truck. 265,000 miles on her, and she is still solid. She runs great. And now she feels great with her suspension fixed back up. Hey, Joey, how we doing, brother? Glad to see you out there, man. But yeah, so I decided to, you're absolutely right. Vehicles, machines, they have a consciousness inside them. So I listened to that little voice, and I took this tired old truck on an 8,000-mile road trip. You know, we did 8,000 miles from Indiana to St. Louis, down to New Orleans, well, Lafayette, um, then over to New Mexico, all around New Mexico and up through the middle of it. And I covered a lot of New Mexico. And then into Arizona, up and down the California border, and then is back all the way over to Florida. This truck took me without one hiccup. I and she had 257,000 miles when I left on her, and she was limping out the gate. But I thanked her the whole way. I thanked her every time we were driving. And I didn't, the last trip here from the California Arizona border, I was out in Ehrenberg, Arizona, right on the Colorado River camping. And shout out to AMAC and family. Uh, hey, Koshi. AMAC, McKinsey invited me to come stay with them for a little while and, teach him how to grow vegetables and canned food and all that kind of stuff. And he was going to teach me some automotive stuff and how to weld. But yeah, we drove almost pretty much straight through. We stopped a few times, but there was an 11-hour journey that she got me through in a 9-hour or a 6 hour. And I mean, yeah, machines have a consciousness. And if you thank them and appreciate them and, and show them the attention that they need, I mean, they'll get you where you need to go. She's getting a rest now. She's had a lot of work done. Yeah, I'm doing very well. I will find out what's today, the 8th. Oh, I'm putting a lot of energy and good vibes that way. Um, the 13th. Actually, my medicine man that I went out and found out in the New Mexico desert on top of a mountain. God, it did happen. Wow. Um, I was thinking he was going to be an old Indian or an old Indian woman that was going to teach me and give me my opportunity to help all kinds of people. And instead, it was a 30-year-old guy from Michigan um, that was well versed in growing cannabis. And um, he's over in Eastern Europe right now, brokering a deal to get this business approved through he has a meeting with the Minister of Foreign Investments and the Minister of Agriculture over there. And it's a huge deal that he's working on brokering to get the permit to produce CBD oil for Eastern European countries that are now making it legal to at least obtain CBD. And if all goes well, they're going to be the only one supplying to Eastern European countries. It's a huge contract. And I'm going to be making medicine for millions of people. Hey, Lander. Hey, Dave. How we doing, brother? But yeah, the 13th. So if anybody has any extra good vibes out there, yeah, if anybody has any extra good vibes out there, on the 13th, where he's going to go have this meeting, and he's met with a couple people already, and everything's green so far. But these are big deals that they're handling, and this will be the last hurdle. This will be the last hurdle, um, the last hoop that they'll have to jump through. And once this goes down, they start manufacturing. It's but yeah, this is the final step in the process of getting the business going and getting it approved and um, having your location and all that kind of stuff, getting the ball rolling, so to say. And so I'll find out in about 5 days how that goes. And if everything goes well, then I will be heading to Eastern Europe in June at the soonest, but sometime right around June. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the people that are going to be able to start growing things themselves or anything like that, but it's a step at least in the right direction. A lot of their laws over there they're not as bad as the a lot of the Asian countries, um, where it's still like death if you get caught with cannabis. But it's, I think, 3 years if you get caught with like a joint, mandatory 3 years prison sentence in some of these countries over there. So it's nothing to joke about. They take it very seriously. But we're going to get an okay to, hopefully, here. We'll see. But yeah, I've been putting a lot of my thoughts and my good vibes towards that. I'm hoping I get to help all these people. Um, and I think it'd be really neat moving to a different country for a while. Um, it's very the country I would be moving to. I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm just not going to say anything right at the moment. But the country I've been moving to is, well, most of Eastern Europe. Um, it's not expensive to us. Doctors over there. Um, my buddy was talking to a doctor. She makes $600 a month. $600 a month as a doctor. And yeah, so he's not coming back. My buddy, he's a veteran that gets a pretty good military pension, and he said it's so cheap to live over there. It's like your apartment building is like a five-star hotel, Italian heated marble floors, all that kind of stuff. Housekeeping, all this, and it's $400 a month, U.S. dollars, for him to stay there. A super fancy meal, not super fancy, um, like a five-course dinner type thing, with a real bottle of somewhat nice wine would be a couple $100 here of wine. He said you can get all that for about $65 over there. And then if you wanted to just go out to eat, to a nice restaurant, not a five-star, but a nicer restaurant, it's like $12 for two people to eat. He said it's crazy. Everything over there is so cheap. She said it's like 1950s USA over there right now. And if all this goes through well, I mean, and he knows that I don't care about the money so much. I'm not, money doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't drive me to obtain a bunch of it or anything like that, hoard it or anything like that. Um, and he and I have had many conversations sitting by the fire about stuff like that. But he said you won't have to worry about money anymore. Yeah, it doesn't float my boat. But he said within 10 years I'd be able to come back here and retire back in the US and just invest in a couple of things pretty wisely, and I wouldn't have to worry about money anymore. He said it's so cheap over there, and he said he'll be taking care of me as far as that kind of stuff goes. And that'd be nice. That'd be the first time in a while that I wasn't, paycheck to paycheck, just trying to make ends meet all the time. And it's been a while since I've been able to do that. I'm probably going to get going here in a little bit, folks. It's not showing me how many people are in here or anything like that. But I'm doing great here at Adams. They're really great people. But I'd like to help out a little more, monetarily wise. Thinking about going and getting because work around here is a little slow right now. A job. Um, but I am going to lower the price of the hats. I'm thinking $20 a hemp hat. plus shipping. The links will be in the thing. I'm not going to go back into the PayPal and change it around. I mean, I'm not trying to run like a business or anything like that. So you all know, I'll probably make a video or something like that and try to get it out there. But yeah, hoping to sell a few more of these hats. I want to get my passport and a little bit of traveling money. I'm still going to have to get a job though. Um, if we don't get any steady flow of work around here. He said this time of year it does get slow sometimes, so we'll see. Um, but yeah, we've been keeping busy, fixing up the house, fixing up my truck, fixing up his one of his vehicles. Gosh, he did about $5,000 worth of work on it. It was so cool watching him do it too, just taking apart all kinds of stuff that I would have never even want to mess with, you know, and he'll be able to just take it apart, troubleshoot it, replace it if it needs it or whatnot, and put it back together, and it all runs great. Parts of vehicles that you did never know that it was possible until you tried it. And and you do need special tools for a lot of this stuff, but he's got the tools to do just about anything. It's amazing um, how easy things are when you have the right tool. The right tool can, well, let's say not having the right tool can take a 5-minute job and turn it into a 2-hour job. And yeah, if he doesn't have a tool to do something, then he goes and gets it. He's been doing that for years. So there's not many times where he has to go and get anything because he doesn't have the right tool. And he takes care of them all very well, and he keeps them all organized. And yeah, he loves his garage. Kind of like I love my garden. He loves his garage. But it's a neat thing watching a real mechanic work. It's yeah, it's an art. I'm hoping we're going to be able to start welding some more stuff here pretty soon. Get some work in here. But I think I'm going to get going, folks. The debates probably have started, and I'm going to go start taping off some more windows, and we're going to knock out painting this house today, hopefully. At least the first coat, all that good stuff. Oh, I know. Yeah, Ryan, you're so right. Watching him do stuff is just like, it makes you think, oh, I could do that, no problem. But yeah, they make it look so easy. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. Um, I'm excited to travel to a different country. You know, go far across the plane. It to see a different world from a different point of view. It's going to be neat. It's going to be a great adventure, and I can't wait to start it. But yeah, I'm gonna get going here. Debates are on. I'm gonna start working, get this house painted, all that good stuff. Hopefully, I'll see you all tonight. We're gonna be. I don't know what we have going on tonight. We're hopefully doing a moon phase presentation on IRM, which blew my mind. There's what I think is a silver bullet. Um, that's been pointed out to me. I know there's been a couple other people that have been talking about this. We were actually talking about it last weekend. Dave Marsh, um, I believe he's been talking about it, and there are certain phases of the moon that happen. They're kind of like eclipses. It only happens a couple times. Take care, Coach Cats. Flatlander. Yeah, it only happens a couple times a year, kind of like the eclipse. But you see phases of the moon that you should not be able to see at certain times of the day. It should be impossible on a globe Earth. And we're going to be going over that tonight. It's just mind blowing. But we really wanted to take a little bit more time to get the presentation just perfect. But I think we also want to try to get it out there as quickly as possible. If we don't talk about it and cover it tonight, maybe we'll do a little teaser or something like that. But yeah, the moon and its phases are not always the same, folks. Um, it's weird, but once you see it, it it shows that it's impossible on a ball. And yeah, hopefully we'll be covering that tonight. But the next one's coming up March 15th. Hey, Liz. Sorry I wasn't in chat this morning. They just ran a rerun, so I just slept in. It was nice. Now I don't want to go right away since you just showed up, Liz. I was just getting ready to head out and start the day. I got to tape off some stuff. We're going to paint a house and all this good stuff. I will I didn't even know they was supposed to run a rerun. Josh is feeling under the weather, and it was supposed to be a replay. Last night they were saying they were just going to do a rerun. Walt didn't have all the stuff at his house to do the show, so they just ran. Did it run at all this morning? I didn't even check. Yeah, I'm not sure, Liz. I'll have to go listen, and see if anything played. Yeah, I'm probably gonna head out here though. I've been saying it for about 10, 15 minutes now. Nathan's show has started, the Flat Earth debate. I was gonna get on much earlier, but well, not much earlier, about a half hour earlier. But he was, there was supposed to be a debate between Jazz Akonda and Musicians for Truth. But I'm gonna go head over there right now. That's always neat, isn't it, Liz? Having your name mentioned on the radio. Yeah, we'll be back to it Tuesday, most likely. But yeah, he's okay. He's just in one of those bugs that go around. It's nothing like no surgery or anything like that, anything crazy. Yeah, he sounded like crap last night. All right, Ryan. I'll talk to you later, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. Love y'all. It's always a pleasure. These are fun. Um, I'm thinking probably Tuesdays and Fridays I'm going to do these. I don't want to say I'm doing it. Yeah, Iron Realm Media tonight. Should be a good one. Should be a presentation on the moon phases and how they sometimes don't make sense. The moon is a lot more mysterious than I thought it to be. It is one of those things, if you don't pay attention, you miss it, you know, like I've been doing my whole life. But yeah, that's why they have all that stuff to distract us, isn't it? So we don't sit around and think about this stuff and figure it all out. But I'm going to get going, folks. I love y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Yeah, Dave Marsh is amazing. Yeah, Liz, don't stay up too late. If you get tired, you can always watch us on the replay. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Come join us on IRM tonight. It'll be fun. It's Iron Realm Media at 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. And I believe that is about 10 p.m. across the pond. 10:30. So yeah, y'all stay warm out there. If you're somewhere cold, stay cool if you're somewhere warm, and enjoy your day. This is good times for all signing out. Love y'all as always. Thanks for watching.